What's up everyone, I'm Kyle, and welcome back to ICO Investor Channel. And today we're going to talk about another high potential project called Tari. But before we start, please notice our disclaimer. Since I'm not a financial advisor, so this video is for informational and educational purposes only. So without further ado, let's start. The protocol for digital assets. Tari enables creators to design new types of stories and experiences. Someday, a mesmerizing and digitally scarce asset or collectible you covet will unlock new business opportunities for the creator and a new world of possibilities for you. This asset will be issued on Tari. Tari is built in Rust, private by default, and open source. What is Tari? Tari is a digital asset-focused blockchain protocol that is built in Rust, private by default, open source, and is being architected as a merge-mined sidechain with Monero. Tari is built for creators to have a groundbreaking level of control over their assets by using combinations of templates to create custom rule sets quickly and easily. Creators will be able to unlock a new world of business possibilities while also delivering stunningly beautiful user experiences. Tari is highly useful because it possesses all of the necessary characteristics to become the most effective protocol for digital assets on the planet. High performance, simple to integrate, stable, well-documented, open source, safe, and private by default. It also has freedom enhancing because privacy is a fundamental human right. The Tari community believes that privacy-enhancing software should be pervasive and available to all. Without default privacy, businesses cannot operate and our personal preferences and histories are sold to the highest bidder. We lose the ability to conduct our lives in the manner we choose. Imagine a community of brilliant creators, builders, advocates, and philosophers all working towards a single goal to build the most useful decentralized platform that empowers anyone to create digitally scarce things people love. The Tari community is comprised of many types of amazing collaborators who share a common vision for how the internet should work. Mobile wallet. Meet Tari Aurora. Aurora is a simple, beautiful Tari wallet developed by the Tari community. Aurora is being developed as a reference design. Creators and developers can use the Aurora libraries and codebase as a starting point for developing their own Tari wallets and applications. In its production-ready state, Aurora will be a fully functional Tari wallet focused on Tari as a default private digital currency. Dive into the current and historical state of the Tari blockchain through the Block Explorer. Don't expect to look up your address or find a friend's balance. Tari is private by default, so all of that information is confidential. Help secure the network and mine testnet Tari while you do it. The Tari-based node software is designed to be easy to set up and to run silently in the background. The Tari community is filled with amazing contributors who care about creating new ways to tell stories and freedom-enhancing software. Contribute to the development of the Tari Protocol. Help the Tari community expand the content and reach of Tari Labs University. The goal for TLU is to become the best free open source resource for learning about the technologies that make up the Tari protocol. Here are the supporters of Tari: Redpoint, Trinity Ventures, Canon Partners, Blockchain Capital, and many others. Right here are the contributors of Tari: the co-founder Naveen Jain, Dan Terry, and Ricardo Spagni, and the engineer Kyle Sharak. A Tari node is the basic building block of the Tari blockchain and network. Nodes perform the critical functions of maintaining the ledger. Without nodes, there is no network. The best way to get started is to start running a Tari node. This is the most basic way to join the community and contribute to the project. Why run a node? Every additional node adds to the Tari network size and contributes to its security. The Tari Basic Node Client allows you to accomplish a variety of activities including mine testnet Tari, transact using the CLI wallet, query and analyze chain data using your local copy of the ledger, build applications that leverage chain data such as block explorers, analytics tools, and more, experiment with custom transaction types, and learn the fundamentals of how Tari works. The Tari protocol is written entirely in Rust. The Tari community is a huge fan of Rust due to its performance characteristics and memory and thread safety guarantees. A great way to experiment with Tari libraries is to explore our lessons and dive into the code. Protocol discussions are an archive of public discussions that the Tari community has over various aspects of the protocol design space, along with potential applications of the Tari blockchain. The Tari community thinks that in order to reach its stated aim of being the most helpful decentralized platform that allows anybody to create digitally rare items that people love, it must continue to grow and evolve. How does it become better? Because people have decided to devote their time, energy, and intellect to the project. Why should you consider contributing to a project like Tari? It can sharpen your skills, develop your abilities. Are you interested in knowing more about distributed systems, cryptography, production Rust systems, Web3, decentralized finance, or digital assets? Contributing to the Tari project is a fantastic opportunity to get experience and enhance your abilities. Tari is a welcoming, accepting, and helpful community. You want to use Tari in your application. Contributing to the Tari project is a wonderful potential to build a difference. Push for additions you think the community should consider, and identify and resolve issues. You care about freedom-enhancing software. The Tari community believes that the world is out of balance. The only way to solve this imbalance is to build new layers of the internet that are private by default. There is no such thing as perfect privacy. Privacy is a spectrum and a cat and mouse game. Explore the protocol. The Tari protocol is intended to be used for real-world, at-scale applications, not prototypes. The Tari community's relentless drive to create a protocol that strikes a balance between meaningful privacy and mainstream usefulness. Through beautiful user experience patterns and reference designs, and tooling that makes it easy for developers to create successful applications. Now let's take a quick look at Tari in Twitter. The Tari project's goal is to be the most beneficial decentralized platform for anybody who wants to make digitally scarce products that people want. Tari in Twitter community has 7,000 followers and it's still growing. Now let's take a look at Tari's pinned post. It's time your journey has begun. Play and explore on Tari. What is a Tari digital asset? It's a programmable canvas for telling stories. It can be a legendary collectible like the Sword of Excalibur, shrouded in a misty forest waiting for the right person to discover it and wield it in battle. Or it can be a coveted ticket that grants access to a sold-out concert, and then access to a personal message from an iconic artist. It can also be a token that represents the economic unit for a new virtual world. How does Tari help creators? Create new permanent revenue streams around your creations. For example, earn revenue every time your creation is transferred from one party to another. Turn your creations into programmable, evolving keys that can unlock anything now or in the future. For example, a creation issued today can unlock access, an experience, or a new creation in the future. Build deeper connections with your fans by enabling them to truly own your creations while retaining influence and opportunity via rulesets. Create digital things that stand the test of time. As long as the Tari blockchain exists, records of your creation will persist. Use creations issued on Tari in any application from games to ticketing systems to exchanges and beyond. Tari is permissionless and open source. Why use Tari? Purpose-built for creating digitally scarce things that people love, scalable to support many millions of users and many thousands of transactions per second. Default private to keep confidential business data private and protect the privacy of your fans. Well documented and easy to integrate with many commonly used platforms and technologies. All Tari software is open source. An inclusive community that cares deeply about each other, freedom, our world, and what you are creating. And that's all for Tari. Come visit our channel, subscribe, and watch out for our next videos here at ICO Investor. Thank you for watching.